few years down the lane. Young Connie only delay interview or na yentia small kind. Now all of a sudden, yenti.
More fire.
3.
What's that how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potting our year and say or TTMA.
Oh no, I was saying
3.
What's that how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potting our year and say or TTMA.
Oh no, I was saying.
Gobi. See, Sam George, a very dishonest character. Sam George say, a Juma ne yere ya ne se otite ne ma. Some few years down the lane, when the same St. George has appeared before a committee, and I don't know why the MP
the Afrifa program no yen run. Na no din rough. Na unim de kusi ye. Was it St. George kra na was say emra no etimini St. George di. Na edi enti no Okatakye Afrifa eche say emra no ene St. George nkongodi. St. George aye den. Ai ni tie say emra ene Okatakye eye St. George kokodi. Okatakye eche say St. George ewo eye partnership program bi oni MTN fo akoye. Ene ye 1. Number 2, St. George chere ewo ntam okoye interview ewo delay page so a wo che se ono ne yere onye hwe wo tifie no wo no hwe ne ma. St. George kopa adwuma as minister appointment wo fe okoye wo se ne yere ene hwe no ne yere eye adwuma ntine ye na eye ne source of itina akokahye eye nsem bebere na Okatakye Afrifa tenase ene wo se wo best position St. George. Sa video we na no ba be last time wa omo kati ni internet na okoye no ena afi do okoba wo se obesan to aso eno an opeso wo san so to aso na we de esemoni ni kwase memeka kire mo Okatakye hiti buta no wate St. George asi wo na de wi a wo si kan nsem no obi nsem na onim de tie won so Okatakye ne kasa wonya nsem ana ne nsem a all kan so no enya aboa ena enya kwase it is say ya ye kasa yi one a man of the movement o and kwere da hanu aka because NDC abey no Kevin Taylor ntimi criticize NDC if I say Captain Smart ntimi criticize NDC Okatakye de no ntimi criticize MPP ni NDC ni time no kura MPP time ko ntimi yesa de ni nyina nti say na NDC na abaso no ye MPP ni no obetima san criticize NDC more asa criticize NDC more because they say no say Kevin Taylor etam NPP fosi wo na wo so wo horo mo a anyo mo na wa ban mu o horo mo amana akwa akosi sen say Captain Smart etam eye MPP si wo so wo horo mo this time wa emfa because omuni aban mu adwuma na amode amomre ese no ho nkomo na mudi eno no Okatakye Afrifa no ponchi holes wo side ni no eno no omo so mpe no because year bia anase season bia ene de oba ebetrende MPP time na ye Kevin Taylor Captain Smart mo ne nkofo bi omkeka ho bobi ansa omo doso ena no omo yesa ade no omo doso pa but NDC time yi no journalist wo betima akasa akire NDC fo no omo no so e wo system nim Okatakye Afrifa pe eluti na amo no for the record ne trend no Lord St. George si ho a wo kirem adekunti e wo se mra ne St. George ne di no ebusua enya sem ketwa
Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. Now oye Minister of Communication go be and na no me wo wan am hunu say yes St. George so be foundation na foundation ne koye ayeye ni ade yes sir and for that matter St. George when the finance here St. George say ono ne finance here na wo ye no na manfo na dwene na ko St. George na me tell wodi na me say St. George me hu say wodi partners MTN na me say partners MTN Minister of Communication and was in a foundation no MTN for na partners eti wo hwe ha MTN for logo da ase no and was say omo ye partners of the foundation tell am say okay e dey na ekoso no Minister of Communication and the name say MTN a major player in the telecommunication space and the Minister of Communication no one no nanu MTN a CEO no ekokosra no yi Daniel so wo yisab na eti yebusa se okokosra no enkomo ekoso and ma say obey partners anade ya but if we a Minister of Communication na say wo major player MTN controls about 70% of the market of a year telecommunication so when a CEO of MTN akosira St. George now all of a sudden wabeye St. George no you can say the foundation no any partner and it raises cause for alarm.
Precisely.
if say yes a pronkuma egu nhire ne kura na etikuma kwaduo yi na beso abribra na agoro no ehya ase emponi say communications minister timi anam so mame nkohwe say Sam George ebia na mtiafo aye ne partners all this while. And don't forget, say Sam George say, onu watu onye adwuma da, apart from a year MP no odi no. Na onka no kurenti no. Ukohwe a year video bi e bebo akere mu a, oni delay ye interview. In one breath, ye busa ne say ne yire ye adwuma ban. O se ne yire no wanya adwuma, o hwe nkola. And Sam George went to a year ye can say parliament. A committee set up by a year act na yebeba ho kofintu ko a year act 769 and no na a set up a year the NCA National Communications Authority and National Communications Authority o modwuma ne say wo mo na be regulate the space of communication telecommunication na wo mo na regulate a year MTN Telecel Airtel Tigo ni ade wo mo na regulate wo mo and NCA is under a year the Ministry of Communication so the operating minister there is Sam George. Or no exercise control by NC. Although it's an autonomous body. But the Yebusa say, the minister na telecommunications in national. I him say na no krebe say a bano say a internet here there. MTN say there be mumfa ni nyina ama yen. Na ye yenche. So by every means possible, MTN is trying to stamp a authority within the space of communication. Which ya pass mrakovi. Ya pass mra sa mra no echere say per the NCA laws. No player in the game should even control more than 40%. So the government is taking steps so be reduce even the monopoly of MTN within the space. Eti ebane says a minister bi I no ye minister of communication na MTN CEO ekọ na one ne kokodi ekoye say na ade echi no be ne partner. Now there is something called corruption or perception. That is how come I say corruption perception index, because some of the things about corruption it is the perception, the optics of it. So you busa question say Sam George dey na can no and all of a sudden MTN for na ye be call Sam George social media page Instagram na yakohwe Daniel so yi no afameko na yenkohwe Sam so ayi ahanti kobi me na me se ma me nkohwe Sam George ni Instagram the foundation ni Instagram so Jata Foundation Instagram ni ani enam ho ani ekọ me hu we 2022 me hu MTN partner bia ho 2023 yanko me mo nyina mu hwe wo MTN nya partner bia wo Sam George from 2022 MTN nya ne partner da 2023 MTN nya ne partner da 2024 MTN nya ne partner da afa yanko yeko page no foundation ni page yeko Kobi, all of a sudden, na Sam George obey minister na MTN PM. But there is a code of conduct for a public office holders. All of a sudden, you say MTN is Sam George, a partner. Now carefully, or Shedan will cast partners and not sponsors. Because Sam George is smart. So he says partners. But partner no more yede. No more check credit. And no more internet. No more the yede. Now or the bema free. MTN were a private company. So the major interest in the world. And so be make it profit. So be make it profit there. Or be partner where they no be free more. As a minister of communication. Now okosha Shraj wo a code of conduct for public officers. Shraj. Young person public officers. Ebe ye nyoma basabasenti. Now so code of conduct no project in Ghana for ready. So this is the code of conduct for public officers of Ghana and the guidelines. So embrano even the constitution ekase public officers eni kwaso omuye bibi. Now yanko article 284 of the constitution here radio. Article 284 of the 1992 Constitution say, a public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflict or is likely to conflict with the performance of his functions of his office. The framers of the Constitution per Article 284. Omanga said where it only conflicts, but see, it is likely. So we are trying to nip every situation where even obedient two position be a corrupt. So if a minister of communication NCA shana say na MTN NCA say na say ochina was the MTN ne partner. So the likelihood of conflicting the personal interest with the office he occupies, Constitution eka. Omaya yetuma yemfamra nyehwe. Obi yemfamra nyehwe. Obi aye do pe. Sam George no ono ne call for equity. Sam George no ono na SCS eja, ono na we ye wochina yeso so president ni bia di ni ade. Aye wo pe bia di. And then Sam George say, obey Minister of Communication on the regulatory MTN. The MTN and the partners. So the Constitution 283 or say where now young Konian share a year code of conduct for a year public officers per shraj. So the same phrase, you know, your person abosoba a japayenti. There be next one where Constitution, called a year a code of conduct and then now Public Services Commission and so amma a year code of conduct. Are we a public officer? You don't put yourself in a position where your personal interest conflict, not only conflict, but it's likely. That is the phrase. And one can tell me says Sam George is MTN and a partner. Is it not likely to conflict with the Nejuma way? Is it not against the law? Does it not breach the Constitution? And we sit here, a nation without laws. That's Sam George that's to office. Sam George, what that's to office when his action is in clear breach of the Constitution. And Sam George that's to because we don't care. Now, Kofi, I didn't want to see we need to Sam George said, why the finance where you know? The foundation, and don't forget, says now Kotina Committee of Inquiry anymore. A Public Account Committee, a Ministerial Vetting Committee, whatever committee. That's how could trust the per the laws of our nation, you've lied on oath, and it's a perjury. And perjury is for jail sentence. Wait me for lying on oath. Now, some judge call a year vetting committee, or call vetting committee, you know, and or call baby. But before say Obeko vetting committee, you know, young here only delay your interview be. Some few years down the lane. Young here only delay interview a year. Na yentias more kind. Now all of a sudden, yenti.
3.
What's that how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potin oh yeah ne say otitiema.
Oh no, I was saying
3.
What's that how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potin oh yeah ne say otitiema.
Oh no, I was saying.
Govi. See Sam George, a very dishonest character. Sam George say, a Juma ne yere ya ne say otiti ne ma. Some few years down the lane, when the same St. George has appeared before a committee, and I don't know why the MPP part of it is still sitting down because this is perjury. This is perjury. When you lie on oath in front of a committee, it is perjury, which you can go to jail for that. Now, St. George a call committee. You could hear your kind of committee. Take note. Or send a year in a Juma Waya and say, what it's in about. Yentre de St. George can committee.
Of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
So in less than 2 years, all of a sudden, what it mano? The year now what it mano? A very industrious woman. Meaning say no one mailing kolau, say no one making kolau, say no one mentiasie. Sam George on delay show. I said the year ya and so what it kola. 2 years down the lane, when he appears before a committee, Sam George say, ne year industrious, but delay interview ni biu. Ubo we are a face abo committee no de ni biu. Na man for no make your judgment.
Oh no, I was saying
3.
What's that how many years?
We are 10 years this year.
Oye den adwuma.
Adwuma potin a oye ne say otete ema.
Ono ye ma wo sen.
3.
What na how many years?
We are 10 years this year.
Oye den adwuma.
Adwuma potin a oye ne say otete ema.
Ono ye ma wo sen.
3.
What na how many years?
We are 10 years this year.
Oye den adwuma.
Adwuma potin a oye ne say otete ema.
Ono ye ma wo sen.
3.
Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
No, I don't get it. Please explain.
I'm married to an industrious woman.
Okay, so please explain to her. If you say you are married to an industrious woman and that is the source of your secondary income, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, my wife takes care of me.
Very well. Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Brother, to this. And this is a minister of state.
Exactly.
So dishonesty
Precisely.
at the highest level.
Exactly.
Now some judge I bet you say, I won't lose a sleep over somebody who is trying to be relevant. Some judge, or no some judge. I say, me Afrifa, me, some judge.
Very dishonest.
Now, Dr. Mamadu Baumia, and now whoever wins the MPP flag bearer, Tienier, says some judge at me the Minister of Communication. Either some of them Council of State chair in the next government, and as a Minister of Communication, what the best is I'm catching them because we need intellectual firepower. Be a mini some judge, Mitiena, on carry any intellectual firepower. We were not the Muya me do, Nimuya me hakrado, Nimuya me haddo.
Very dishonest person.
Exactly.
In one breath, Neyere Shankola, 2 years down the lane, Neyere industrious, and such a person is occupying a position like minister.
More fire.
It's the honesty, baby. So some judge because just MTN and a partner, where it is clear, it is clear. Said Adiana Wayane is likely to conflict with a position as a public officer.
More fire. More fire. More fire. More fire. Fire.
Jatane Chantro. Jatane Chantro.
More fire.
Jatano. Onye Jatabiahu. Onye Jatabiahu. Most of them member na Jatane.
No pen battery.
Onye Jatabu Buabukro, Buabukro, we won't come. Na Jatana. Jata. Jata. Some judge, dishonesty, and Uko a year section 211 of a Act 29, which is Criminal and Other Offences Act, a camp perjury once a month.
More fire. More fire.
So some judge, you've committed a crime against the state.
Precisely.
More fire.
If we are to go by what a year Article 211 of a year Act 29 can, some judge, Oira or no Shankonankwa. 2 minutes, we are industrious. 2 minutes, this person says MTN and partner.
More fire.
Which is which?
Some judges are by no bechirimua. Some judges are fed one sponsor. The foundation. Ni yobusa se na bia also wonya adwuma bia 15,000 Ghana cedi na parliamentary e de ma wo ana wo yire so hwe nkola to nya access kan wo yi
More fire.
o man yemfa mra nya hwe na bia sori o ye do pre. And these are the people leading us. The catch them say it is a scam government. Scam. Okuja try black one. What's it? Enwa, Bobby. Enwa. Said you know Kufu Ado ye no. Enwa no so ye meye bia na ye meye worse. Settings government. Omu yo mse me. Bobby. Na ye no.